day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Minnesota Vikings. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. Kickoff just moments away. Charles, quickly, keys to the game.
For me, it's coaching. Who prepared his team the best going into this one to give them the confidence to believe that they would win the game? That's who's going to come out of this one on top.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Bengals offense here ready to rock and roll. Joe Burrow is the man at quarterback.
And when he came out of college, we all knew he had the chance to be one of the better quarterbacks in the league. He got there in short fashion and elevates everyone around him. Led the league in passing last year with nearly 5,000 yards and had 43 touchdown passes. He's hoping to get his team back to the playoffs after falling just short a season ago.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down. Now it's Burrow. Open man is Yoshivas. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2. At the Vikings.
Now a 2nd and 2. They'll run for the first time here with Brown. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there.
First down, Cincinnati.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
This will complete to Yoshivas. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. 1st and 10 right at the 20. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Burrow will throw. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
A gain of a yard.
2nd and 9.
At the 19-yard line.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
I do believe we came here to see a game, didn't we? And it looks like he's running what we call routes versus air. You just go out there with your offensive unit and throw the football with no defense. He's 5 for 5 on the opening drive.
He was on his game there for drive number 1, but my only thing is now he can't go any higher than that. He was so perfect. Can he do it again later?
Yeah, all he cares about right now is making it 10 for 10, 15 for 15.
Keeping that going.
And he feels like he can get it done.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
Back on the field after a knee injury robbed him of his rookie season, but he showed a ton of promise in the limited sample size we saw of him during the preseason. Go back to the University of Michigan. You saw an accurate passer who ran the offense extremely well, but don't be fooled by that. He was never afraid to attack defenses with his arm, and he'll try to do the same here in the NFL.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
A loss of a yard.
Here's 2nd and 10.
at the 40-yard line.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Throwing is McCarthy. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 44-yard line.
That's good for a Vikings first down.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
On play action, McCarthy. Open here, Adam Thielen. Touchdown, Vikings! Adam Thielen, 44 yards. And the Vikings respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. And on this play, he just made a great route. The quarterback had to deliver it, sure, but a great route run there.
And, Brandon, this is what the best receivers do. They work on their route running because it's one thing to have athletic ability, but to really get open, you have to set up defensive backs with different routes and be precise in your cuts.
To try here for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it ends with a touchdown pass to Adam Thielen.
Will Riker the kickoff for the Vikings.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Under a minute to go, clock running in a back-and-forth first quarter of play. Now Burrow. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Jonathan Allen, the former first-round pick, getting in there to bring him down. The defense, they brought the house. That O-line, they were overwhelmed.
To put it mildly, because they didn't have enough bodies to block all the guys that came at them. Their best move, how they would have been better served, just turn around and yell, "Look out!" because here they come.
So on 4th down, Ryan Rico on to punt for the Bengals. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Second down.
You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And here's Jones again on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. These two teams all tied after one. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. There go play action. Here's McCarthy. This one into the hands of Thielen. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25 yards.
That's good for the Vikings. First down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
McCarthy off the play fake. Adam Thielen back-to-back catches. And he takes it down. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
First down and goal to go.
On play action. Now McCarthy. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them at the end zone as the first half winds down.
They'll run wide side with Jones. And he is going to lose yardage here. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
It's 3rd and goal.
Looking to throw McCarthy. Jalen Naylor, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Well, on that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open in the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota.
Will Riker, the kickoff for the Vikings.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Cincinnati's offense coming back here onto the field. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
And they'll begin here with a run by Brown. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. Now they go screen, it's complete. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Now it's Burrow. Open man is Higgins. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. So on 4th down, out is Ryan Rico to punt. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. The Vikings ready to go again on offense. Now their last 2 drives both ending in touchdowns. It's got them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now to create some separation. The way that they're functioning on offense now, they can create a pretty good gap, allows their defense to play with a little more verve and confidence.
The big article in the paper this morning about them stringing possessions together for consecutive touchdowns. So right here, they're trying to make it 3 in a row. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. So still 14 yards to go, 2nd down. To the air with McCarthy. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete.
McCarthy's pass, complete to Adam Thielen. That's
3rd and 12.
Brings up 3rd and 12.
Now McCarthy. That's down the field for Jefferson. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Well, indeed go. Here's McCarthy. He's going to try and go deep again. And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete.
Intended for Caleb Naylor. Incomplete. Result of the play is a turnover on down.
Here's Burrow. Connecting on the out route here with Higgins. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And it's 2nd down.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 17-yard line.
They'll give this up the middle to Brown. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. Right back to Brown. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Burrow looking to pass. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
The line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. They'll drop the throw. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Bengal got going a little early there. Of course, that flag accepted, and it backs the ball up 5 yards. A bad time for a false start penalty as they're backed up now for 3rd and goal. They're going to look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. McPherson's kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And able to get this out to the 25. The Vikings going to take over now late in this first half. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
And how about that for just running out the clock? It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. Whether it's the toss or the pitch, you get him the ball outside the tackles on the edge. He's a tough man to bring down.
He certainly is, and it makes people wonder on the other side of the ball. Do I really want to deal with him when he gets a full head of steam? At the same time, he's also congratulating his tackle, tight end, wide receiver on that side. They gave him access to the corner and allowed him to build up that head of steam.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
That's another Vikings first
The
down.
final shot before break. McCarthy. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Halftime coming up.
All right,
Let's get you
Brandon,
down to
thanks
Orlando
much.
and our buddy
Welcome
Scott
in, everyone,
Hansen
to the
with our
downtown
EA
Orlando
Sports
studios.
halftime report.
Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Scott, we thank you as always, and we'll see what happens here in the second half. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out with the victory. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. Able to slither by. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Vikings offense set to go to work to begin this third quarter.
7-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Score that tackle for loss to the Wyoming alumnus, Logan Wilson.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
That's complete to Justin Jefferson. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. He had to reach for that one, but can't grab it. It's behind him, and it's incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
Going absolutely nowhere. They wind up losing a yard or two. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. Apparently they weren't interested in playing the field position game. They opt to keep their offense out there. A big mistake in hindsight.
Yeah, that one backfired, and hindsight's always 20/20, but let's call it what it was. We would have first guessed that one and said, don't do it here. Bad situation. I think they need to be closer to midfield before I would start to think it was a good idea.
Yeah.
And once you start taking risks like that, you have to keep taking them throughout the game, especially when they don't work.
Yeah, at this stage of the second half, interesting. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
And the Bengal first down.
Burrow will throw. And it is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Andre Yoshivas from 19 yards away. And the Bengals have retaken a third-quarter lead. So remember now, this was all set up by the stop defensively on 4th down. That's what got them this great field position. And then 2 plays later, they're already in the end zone.
Yeah, partner, funny how it works like that, huh? That's a momentum. Swing amusement park style. Your defense comes off the field, bouncing, grooving, they're fired up, and it carries over to the other side of the ball.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now 17-14.
Vikings 14.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. And the Vikings now heading onto the field. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try to pick themselves back up. The last run went so well for them. Maybe they should have just handed it off right here, too. Instead, the quarterback ends up keeping it, and the defense is right on it and wipes away the yardage gained on the last snap.
That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Here's McCarthy. Looks again for T.J. Hockenson, and he's got him again. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
That's another Vikings first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd down at the 46-yard
Throwing
line.
is McCarthy. Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. And he's got another first down as the tackle is going to be made at the Bengals' 31-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively, but they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 down at the 31. Back to throw. McCarthy. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop, but when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
An 8-yard loss.
Demetrius Knight from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll find Thielen working the middle. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Going for it. Here's McCarthy. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Vikings unable to convert here on fourth. And it'll be a turnover on downs. And you wonder, Charles, could that decision come back to haunt them later?
And it really could, because in this situation, you kick the field goal in a tight game like this, that's a good play. But maybe what he's saying to himself is, I'm just not a big proponent of the old idea that any possession that ends in a kick, I'm happy with. He wanted to be really aggressive.
A little twist here in the third quarter. Now it's Burrow. Open man is Yoshivas. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point, just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. This one complete to Yoshivas. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
A gain of 7. First down, Cincinnati.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here, down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Now Burrow. And he's got his man in stride, complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that will bring up second down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Bengal got going a little early there. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
He was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. They'll run on 3rd down with Brown. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. Now this is going to work out well as it's out of bounds near the 13-yard line.
At their own
Minnesota's offense takes over possession. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 12-yard line.
Looking to throw McCarthy. Lets it fly for Thielen. And got his man complete. A big play there for Minnesota. 52 yards.
Well, he already had a big receiving game working, and it's going to get a lot better here. Defensively, they're fortunate this is not a touchdown, but he's just been absolutely unstoppable, and he comes up with yet another gigantic play.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. An inside give to Jones. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Second down, 8 yards to go. Looking to throw. McCarthy. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen.
Complete to Adam Thielen. Brings up third down.
Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going. McCarthy going to sneak it. And he will have the Vikings first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They'll look to throw. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And now all of a sudden the shoe's kind of on the other foot. Maybe you pull the reins back here a bit?
Yeah, a little bit because you got to make sure that you don't score too quickly.
10 at the 11-yard line.
Now they'll toss to Jones running left. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hawkinson. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. Well, this defense needing a stop here. Got to have it. 3rd and 9. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
Touchdown, Vikings.
Charles, what a big drive late in the fourth quarter to take this lead.
And normally you're really excited if your offense has the ball late in the game. But I think this crew is really excited to have their defense go back out there because they haven't surrendered a point in the fourth quarter yet. They've helped make this comeback possible with their defensive play. Now they get a chance to finish this game off.
And he's got it. So the two-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth quarter lead. And now they'll stop play here, at least momentarily. A member of the Vikings in some discomfort after that last play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
Will Reichert to kick off for the Vikings.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. So Burrow and the Bengals down by 5, 54 seconds to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. Burrow. And that's complete to Brown. Here's a 2nd and 7.
A 2-yard gain brings up second down at the 26-yard line.
Burrow. Pass complete to Higgins. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now.
That one complete once again to Higgins. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Burrow. Got a man open. It's Chase. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
It's 3rd down. And
here's Burrow.
Yards to go.
Being chased out left. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football.
That simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball, so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 35-yard line.
To the air with McCarthy.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, CD, for the losing side, they had opportunities in this one, but big plays just didn't go their way, especially late, and they have to suffer the L here.
It certainly felt like that takeaway, once it happened, it knocked the wind out of their sails, and they just couldn't get their equilibrium back.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Vikings as we say so long from Minneapolis.